All computers, whether they are the smartphone in your hand or large powerful servers, operate off four basic functions. That is input, processing, output, and storage. In today's video, we're going to be delving into the basics of computing and processing, and this information should help you with CompTIA IT fundamentals and CompTIA A+. First up, let's go ahead and quickly define what a computer is. So a computer is any device that can accept input, which we'll get into. So it can accept input, it can process information, it can also output this information in a way that makes sense to us, and we like computers because they're able to store information for later use. So when I say computer, then I do mean all of them. So smartphones, tablets, laptops, servers, desktop computers, all-in-ones, and so on. The primary function of input devices is to allow users to interact with the computer system. Input devices are hardware devices that take information from the user and passes it on to the computer to be processed as binary code. We'll talk about binary and other number systems in a separate lesson because today's video is on domain 1.3 and binary is in domain 1.1. And with that said, let's go ahead and jump to output devices. Now, output devices take information from the computer system and sends that off back to the user in a way that they can digest. And what I mean by that is output devices produce this output in the format of sound, pictures, or some form of document. So your output devices then would be stuff like your speaker, printers, projectors, monitors, and so on. Whereas input and output devices are normally peripheral, so they're normally found outside of the system. Processing is normally done internally. So the processing step is responsible for calculating the information that you had input. So what we're talking about here is sorting and calculating. Processing then is normally done by a processor, for example, the central processing unit or the graphics processing unit. And finally, we have storage. So if you want access to that information at a later date, this must be stored. Your storage devices includes your flash drives, SD cards, hard drives, solid state drives, CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, and so on. What we have just covered is called the information processing cycle. And the four main functions again are input, processing, output, and storage. If you appreciate the content, please give us a like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any questions, drop a comment.